Hello everyone, today we are going to be doing chemical reactions. So let's get started. This is class 8 chemistry because now the academic year is ended and now we are officially in class 8. So let's start. Now, chemical reactions. Chemical reactions. What are chemical reactions? You know that there are various types of chemical reactions taking place in our surroundings. Any chemical change in matter, any chemical change in matter which involves its transformation into one or more substances with entirely different properties, substances with entirely different properties is called a chemical reaction. So what is a chemical reaction? Any chemical change in matter which involves its transformation into one or more substances with entirely different properties is called a chemical reaction. Okay, but what happens in a chemical reaction? What happens? A chemical reaction involves the breaking of chemical bonds. So we are going to write breaking of chemical bonds. It involves the breaking of chemical bonds between atoms or group of atoms of reacting substances and rearrangement of atoms, making new bonds to form new substances with absorption or release of heat, normally in the form of heat and light. So I'll repeat. A chemical reaction involves the breaking of chemical bonds. There are bonds of chemical bonds between atoms. There are atoms which have chemical bonds, and it involves the breaking of those bonds between the atoms or the group of atoms of reacting substances and the rearrangement of atoms making new bonds. And they can also rearrange the atoms, making new bonds to form new substances. So these breaking of the bonds, they react and they also rearrange to make new substances with the absorption or the release of energy, normally in the form of heat or light. So there's a release of an energy which is normally in the form of heat and light. A chemical bond is an attractive force that holds the atoms of a molecule together in the compound. So it is a force that holds the atoms of a molecule together in a compound. Yes. Chemical reactions are represented by chemical equations. So chemical reactions is represented by chemical equations. So chemical reactions are represented by chemical equations as well. Now, the substances taking part in a reaction are called reactants, and the new substances formed are called the products. So these are the reactants and the products. Okay. So reactants in a chemical reaction form the product. Now, sodium hydroxide reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to form salt and water. NaOH plus HCl becomes NaCl plus H2O. And sodium hydroxide and dilute hydrochloric acid are the reactants, and sodium chloride and water are the products. So sodium hydroxide and dilute hydrochloric acid are reactants, and sodium chloride and water are products. Now the characteristics of the chemical reactions. So there are many characteristics, 5 characteristics of chemical reactions. Okay, number 1 is the evolution of gas. Yes, the evolution of gas. When zinc, in many chemical reactions, the product, what we have learned before, products are the new substances formed. So the product is a gas. Now let me give you an example. Zinc plus H2SO. Let's see. I'll repeat. Zinc plus H2SO4. I can't write in S2 down, so yeah, please understand. H2SO4 becomes ZnSO4 plus H2. Yes, this is an example. So H2 is none other than hydrogen, right? So H2 is the evolution of the gas. Zn is zinc, H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, ZnSO4 is zinc sulfate, and H2 is hydrogen. Now let me give you another example. 2KClO3 on heating strongly becomes 2KCl plus 3O2. This is another example. What is 3O2? We put 3O2 to balance this equation. We put this 3 to balance this equation. So 3O2 is none other than oxygen. So another evolution of a gas, you see 3O2. Now I'm going to give you another example, but you have to say the gas and the evolution of gas yourself. Okay. Na2SO3 plus 2HCl. So Na2SO3 plus 2HCl becomes 2NaCl NaCl plus H2O and also SO2. Now tell me, what is the evolution of the gas in this reaction? SO2. SO2 is sulfur dioxide. Okay, so sulfur dioxide is SO2. Okay, now what is effervescence? The formation of gas bubbles in a liquid during chemical reaction is called effervescence. Effervescence formation of gas bubbles in a liquid during a chemical reaction is called effervescence. So now the second thing is, we have learned the evolution of gas right now. The second is change in color. So certain chemical change reactions are characterized by a change in color. Yes. First, we are going to be writing change in color. Now, when a few pieces of iron, what is iron? It is none other than Fe. When iron is dropped into CuSO4, CuSO4 is a blue solution. Okay, blue solution. This is blue in color, CuSO4. It becomes FeSO4. Okay, FeSO4 plus FeSO4 plus Cu. Okay, so FeSO4 is none other than, it is a green solution. Okay, so you can see the change in color over here. This is similar to the first one, Zn plus H2SO4. See, Fe plus CuSO4, Zn plus H2SO4. What happens? You remove this H2, ZnSO4, and what is left over here? H2 is left over here. That is why it becomes H2. Same here. FeSO4, Fe plus CuSO4 becomes FeSO4. Fe plus SO4. What is left over here? SO4 is also done. Fe is also done. What is left? Cu is left. So Cu is put in later. FeSO4 plus Cu. What is Cu? It is copper. Cu is copper, which is a red deposit. Yes, you have to learn these colors you see over here. Blue solution, green solution, red deposit, all of this as well. Okay. Now, the second is easy as well. Okay. You see over here, CuSO4. Sorry, CuSO4. Okay, plus H2S. What is H2S? It is hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide is H2S. Okay, H2S, hydrogen sulfide. It becomes CuS plus H2SO4. See over here, CuSO4. Okay, remove O4. Okay, so it becomes CuS. And you can see over here, H2 is already there. So H2SO4. H2SO4 plus CuS plus H2SO4. Now, this is the last one. BAC. You have to. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you the colors in this one. The second one is copper sulfide. Okay, copper sulfide, CuS, copper sulfide is CuS. Okay, copper sulfide, and copper sulfide becomes it, and copper sulfide is a black solid. Black. Okay, copper sulfide, black solid. Okay, and over here, which I'm going to be telling you, is this one. CuSO4 is blue in color. It is a copper sulfate solution which is blue in color. Okay, now the last one, I wanted to see you very I wanted to say this very carefully. 2PbNO3. Now outside it's 2. Okay, you have to write it down. Becomes 2PbO, 2PbO, which is lead monoxide, which is yellow in color, pale yellow. And this is white in color. See, so every time there's a change in color, evolution of gas, something like that. So pale yellow over here, and pale yellow, it becomes over here 4NO2 plus 4NO2, which is reddish brown in color, plus O2. Now don't misplace this as an evolution of gas, because this is also a change in color. Okay, so yes. Now the next thing which we will learn is formation of precipitate. It is just some swapping to be done. Formation of precipitate. So formation of precipitate we are going to be doing in the next lecture, because this is going to be a very long lecture. So I'm dividing this into many parts which you will see. Okay, it's a very big chapter. Let's continue. Formation of precipitate, change in state, and also we will finish change in energy in the next video. We'll also try to start conditions necessary for chemical reactions, but yeah, this is the first video. I hope you like the video, chemical reactions of chemistry part 1. We have done pretty much. We have done some definitions, we have done some stuff. We will also have a revision lecture later on after the chapter is done, which will take a lot of time. So wait patiently, please. We are going to be uploading the second part very soon indeed. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.